Hi, what is up you guys? It's Bobby coming at you from the grocery store because I want to take you over to the meat case and show you my new favorite cut of steak, the flat iron steak. And this video is sponsored by my friends over at Beef, It's What's for Dinner on behalf of the Beef Checkoff because they have something new called Chuck Knows Beef and he is awesome. He's basically an all-knowing AI that can tell you anything you want to know about cuts, cooking tips, recipes, grilling, temperatures, all that good stuff. So Chuck Knows Beef is accessible at chuckknowsbeef.com, or you can access him on Alexa or on Google Home. All you have to say is, Alexa, activate Chuck Knows Beef, and he pops up. And so I want to go over here, pull out my phone, and investigate a little bit what flat iron steak is, because it's a relatively new favorite cut for me, and a lot of people don't know about it, but it's really, really good. So if I pull up my phone, and I type in, and I say, Chuck, what is flat iron steak? Flat iron steak is really tender and well marbled. I mean, look at that. It's really, really marbled. And it's cut from the top blade. This cut is great for grilling, skillet cooking, and broiling. I mean, take a look. You can buy prime New York strip steaks, ribeyes, and filet mignons, but the price of flat iron is what I really love because it's way cheaper. And it used to be called the butcher's cut because nobody would buy it. The butcher would take it home and have the best cut of meat. But I think let's pick up some flat iron steak right now, make an amazing steak salad with a horseradish vinaigrette. That's gonna be amazing. All right, you guys, we're back in the kitchen. Let's make this beautiful steak salad because Art and I are hungry. We have half of our flat iron steak here. I'm preheating a cast iron pan over medium-high heat. I want a high heat oil here that has no flavor. So I'm gonna drizzle in about a tablespoon of avocado oil. And then let that heat up. A lot of times I see people putting oil in the pan and then throwing the steak in there immediately. The oil has to heat up, so as soon as that meat goes in, it starts sizzling and forms that beautiful crust. Because we have a nice marbled, juicy, tender piece of meat already in this flat iron, let's keep it simple. Let's just do salt and pepper. So dust over a good amount of kosher salt. And remember, be aggressive, be aggressive, because beef loves salt. It just makes the steak taste more beefy. Make sure you put the steak in away from you. And then once it goes in, push down for 5 seconds. That way the meat's making good contact with the pan. And then I'll use my clean hand here to sprinkle over a little more salt. Now, obviously, the weather is getting really nice in Chicago right now, and you could grill this steak, you could broil it, you can do it in the oven, and if you need tips on how to grill flat iron steak or any steak you want, just use Alexa. Alexa, activate Chuck Knows Beef.
Hey, I'm Chuck. How can I help?
Chuck, how do I grill steak?
Grilling is done by cooking beef using either a charcoal or gas grill to provide maximum flavor. Want to see my process? Take a look at my simple technique and tips for better grilling.
All right, let's take a peek at the steak really quick. It looks good. It's not time to flip yet because there's no juices kind of pooling around the top. So we can get going on the salad here. I'm gonna grab my greens out of the fridge. The greens are just a mix, you guys, of butter lettuce and radicchio. Butter lettuce is sweet, radicchio is bitter. Let's throw some mix-ins here. I have about a half a cup of grape tomatoes. Add that. For a little bit of crunch, let's add some toasted and chopped walnuts. And then don't forget, season your salad. The greens are bland, they need a little bit of love. So a pinch of salt and a few cracks of pepper. All right, really quick, let's flip the steak here. Perfect. See what I mean, you guys? That's what you want. Beautiful caramelization on the crust, and it's all because we had the hot pan and we didn't touch it. Now, if you didn't have a cast iron pan, don't worry. Non-stick will work too. Just preheat it. The crust might not get quite as beautiful as that, but it's gonna work fine. Now, I absolutely love this dressing because it's vinegary and spicy and a little acidic, and it cuts through the fattiness of the steak. So to do that, let's add 2 different kinds of acid. I have some raw apple cider vinegar here. Let's dump about a tablespoon or 2. And then I wanna cut open a lemon. It's nice to have the fresh lemon juice and the apple cider vinegar. I think it adds a nice flavor. And then to help emulsify the dressing, stone ground mustard. Check it out, Art. You guys know I love this because you can see the brown and the yellow mustard seeds in there, and it adds a little bit of crunch and pop. So about a heaping teaspoon of that. Prepared horseradish, gonna add a little bit of heat. Let's go for about a teaspoon of that. Now for some sweet, we have some bold flavors in there, very acidic. You could use maple syrup, you could use honey, but I want to keep 100% of this recipe keto, so I have monk fruit sweetener here, and it's great because it doesn't have that funky flavor that stevia or erythritol has. So let's add, to start, maybe about a teaspoon in there. Let's season our dressing with a pinch of salt and pepper. Whisk that up, and this is our base. Now to make it nice and thick, I'm going to grab a bottle of really good extra virgin olive oil and just stream it in while I whisk. And this is basically how you make any kind of vinaigrette. 1 part vinegar to 2 parts oil. And then check out what's happening here. It thickens up really nicely. And because I added the mustard, it makes it extra rich. And it's pretty much done. All right, let's see, Art, how the steak is doing here. How's that side look? Beautiful. And I can see it's almost done where I want. So I'm going to turn the heat way down. And I'm going to finish the steak the best way I know, in a nice hot garlic butter bath. But if you weren't sure about cook temperatures, go to chucknosbeef.com, type in what temperature should I cook my steak to, and it'll have the chart there fully. So don't guess, right? If you're not sure what temperature it's done at, just look it up on Chuck Knows Beef. Use a probe thermometer, and you're good to go. That especially works with really thick steaks or roasts, like a prime rib roast. So all I'm doing right now over low heat is butter basting my steak. It's going to add even more flavor. And the reason why I turn the heat down is, check it out, Art. I don't want the butter to burn. I just want it to gently brown, get infused with that garlic, and that's good. So what did that take you guys? Literally like no time at all. Let me get a clean tongs here. Steak comes out. Now, question, Art. I'm hungry. Do I want to cut into this steak and eat it immediately or what?
Unfortunately, you need to wait.
Unfortunately, you have to wait because inside the juices right now are hot. If I cut into that beautiful flat iron steak, the juices will run everywhere and the beef will dry out. So let it sit for maybe 2 to 5 minutes. Juices are going to redistribute and everything will be good. In that meantime, I can definitely dress my salad and have no problem at all. Now, if you didn't want to have a salad with this, you can prepare a side dish. The cool thing about Chuck also is that he has really good side dish recommendations. All right, and the cool thing is if you use Chuck on the website for chucknosbeef.com, he can text you the ingredients to the side dish. So I just went on there, they had this really cool rice recipe, and it just texted to my phone, and I have all the ingredients right here. So it really makes it easy to use. I have here ground beef, green peppers, Cajun style mix, water, diced tomatoes. So any way you want on Alexa, Google, the desktop or mobile, Chuck Knows Beef will hook you up. So before we make our salad, final, we have to dress it. I like to pour some of the dressing around the outside of the bowl and just mix it up. All we have to do now is plate up the salad, and then I want to slice into that steak and see what it looks like. So let's add our greens to the serving bowl and then grab the steak onto a clean cutting board. Now, question, Art, do I want to cut the steak like that or like this?
Go against the grain.
So you want to cut against the grain. So if you can see, the grain goes from top to bottom. So if I cut the steak that way, you'd be chewing on longer pieces of protein. Instead, if I cut it this way, the strands of protein are much smaller. Look at that. That's perfect for me. Still a bit pink inside, but nice and crusty on the edges. Just take the steak, fan it out over the salad, and there it is, you guys. Easy as can be. A flat iron steak salad, lots of veggies, crusty meat, and a horseradish Dijon dressing. Let's grab a bite of this steak. I want everything in one bite. How's that look? You guys, that is fantastic. The steak is so tender and juicy. That butter and garlic, salt and pepper is exactly what you want. The salad is crunchy. That vinaigrette is exactly what you want because it's cutting through the richness of that steak. That is the bomb, you guys. Grab a flat iron steak. I'm telling you, for the value and the flavor you get for that, it is unbeatable. If you need more recommendations for recipes, cuts, how to cook grill steak, ask Chuck, at chucknosbeef.com. Use the Alexa app The recipe for this is down below. Do you think Alexa's gonna come on now? The recipe for this is down below in the description box. Big thank you to Beef, It's What's for Dinner, on behalf of the Beef Checkoff for sponsoring the video. Share the video. We will see you very soon. Until then, hashtag keep on cooking, mad love and peace.